Hi, this is Shondell Varciana from Real Estate Agent SEO. Today we're going to discuss exactly the step-by-step plan on how to get your real estate business on the first page of search engines. Whether it be Google, Yahoo, or Bing, we are going to cover exactly what you need to do to get on the first page. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have a dominant web presence that positions you as a top real estate agent in your area? Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have a flood of prospects calling you on a consistent basis simply because they found you online? Or know that your marketing strategy was working so well for you that you didn't have to worry about it at all? Well, you're about to discover a blueprint on the most important online marketing mediums that you should be tapping into for your real estate business. How to get your real estate business ranked on page one for the most important real estate keywords in your area through website SEO, on page optimization, and a few other techniques that we'll discuss. We're going to show you a proven strategy for getting your company to rank on Google Map in your area by establishing your Google Place listings, citation development, as well as a strategy on how to get reviews from your clients. Our step-by-step strategy for getting more repeat and referral business via social media, and how you can double your calls via the web. You may be asking yourself, why is there so much focus on the internet? Well, there really has been a massive transition from offline marketing to online marketing over the past years. So much so that statistics have told us that real estate searches are up 253%. That's a huge opportunity for ensuring that you're marketing online. 90% of home buyers are actually searching online during their home buying process. That is pretty much all of your potential customers are going online for something related to real estate. So that's a huge opportunity to ensure that you have a presence online, and not just any presence, but a huge presence online so that you're known as that go-to person in your local area. So we're going to cover the exact strategies that produce these results right here in this presentation. So some online marketing channels, we're definitely going to discuss search engines, how that works, what SEO and organic search is. SEO, if you're not familiar, is search engine optimization. We're going to talk about organic searches. We're going to talk about map listings as well as pay-per-click, also known as PPC, if you've heard that term. It just means pay-per-click. We're also going to discuss social media and how that can impact your presence online. We'll talk about online directories, what online directories you definitely want to be on, and then some paid lead services. So where we recommend you start when it comes to search engine optimization is with your website. It really all starts with your website. Google pays attention to two particular things when it comes to a website. They're looking for how user-friendly is it? Is it easy for customers to find the answers that they're looking for? Is it easy to navigate? Does it flow well? And then secondly, they're looking for how optimized is it? Are there keywords present in the title tag, in the H1 tag, in the meta descriptions, in the actual content on the website? Is the keywords that you're targeting present throughout your website? So they're wanting to make sure that that is there as well. So as it relates to your website setup, you definitely want to focus on those two things. After that, you want to focus on social media. Um, do you have social media sites up? Are you posting on them? Are you engaging with your customers? Are you answering questions? And email marketing is also another great avenue. If you have a list of clients, you definitely want to be communicating with them through email marketing and sending them valuable information. And third, going up is online directories. So after your website is optimized and is set up to be user-friendly, and then you focused on the social media, then we can definitely focus on online directories and submitting your website to online directories. And you could also consider paid online directories as well. So what online marketing should you be doing? Once you've updated your website for SEO and conversion, you also want to ensure that your website is mobile friendly, meaning that it's very easy to navigate when someone is looking at your website from a mobile device. The majority of people who search online actually search from a mobile device, so it is key that your website is mobile friendly. You want to get active in SEO, so you definitely want to focus on things like link building, content creation, and we're going to touch more on detailing exactly what you can do for link building and where different parts of your website that you can create, that you can update your content. Optimize your site for Google Maps, ensuring that you actually have a Google listing. I'm going to touch on exactly how to get one and exactly how you can get ranked on the Google Maps. Citation development is really, really important. So ensuring that your name, address, and phone number is not only correct on your Google listing, but is also correct on other directories that you're submitting your company information to. And then you want to have a strategy for getting reviews. So every time you sell a house, you want to ensure that you're actually getting reviews from your clients. This is extremely important to get reviews because it builds your credibility and it really shows the value that you're providing to your customers every time you work with them. So some of the sites that you may want to get active on is Facebook, Twitter, Google+, LinkedIn, and YouTube. YouTube and Facebook Facebook recently started offering live video streaming, which is a great opportunity for you to post a tour of a house on Facebook. You can have a featured home of the week where you actually provide a tour of that house via video, and you can post that on Facebook, and you can also post that on YouTube. Great way to get the properties that you're selling on social media to engage more with your potential customers. You want to leverage email marketing. There's a ton of information that you could provide your existing clients if you've got an email list to send them, top 10 tips on top 10 home maintenance tips. What you need to know before you hire a real estate agent. So you can send them a bunch of different information and add that value to your existing database. You can consider paid marketing as well. So things such as AdWords, pay-per-click. There's online directories where you can pay for ads as well, such as Yelp. Zillow and Trulia also offer paid lead services as well and offer you an opportunity to pay to advertise on those sites. But again, that is something I would focus on after you've already been ranked organically. And then you want to track and measure your results. Very important for you to always be aware of the investment that you're putting into your SEO and the techniques that you're using. You want to make sure that they're actually working. So you want to make sure that you're tracking and measuring to ensure that what you're doing over time is actually bringing you that return on investment. So there's 7 steps to online success. First, you want to focus on understanding the search engines. 2, you want to build out your website and ensure that it's user-friendly and optimized. And you want to build out the pages for the different services that you're offering, as well as the different service areas that you cover. Then you want to optimize the site and pages for search. So it's easy when someone's typing in Atlanta real estate or Miami real estate or wherever you're located, that you're the first one that comes up in the organic search when they're typing in the keywords. Then you want to optimize your Google Map listing and get online reviews. I can't stress how important it is to get online reviews. And we're going to cover exactly what it takes to get on the first page of Google Maps. You want to build some inbound links and authority, get active in social media, and then, of course, track, measure, and quantify your results. So step 1, understanding search engines. So here you can see I've typed in Atlanta real estate, and the first thing that comes up is ATL investment properties. This section here where you see ad for the 3 top spots, that's called pay-per-click or PPC. So these are people who have actually paid to have their ad come up on the first 3 spots of Google. So right under that, you'll typically see Google Maps. I just formatted this page this way so I could fit everything right here for you to see. But typically after the pay-per-click section, you'll see Google Maps, which is to the right, where you got Keller Williams, Atlanta Midtown, Atlanta In-Town Real Estate Services. So these are people who are really doing what it takes to get their companies on the first few spots of Google Maps. After that, we have organic listings, which is to the bottom left there. This is where we always want to focus on first before we get to pay-per-click. Simply because where I have 70%, this is 70% of people who actually type in their keyword or their whatever they're searching for. 70% of people actually click on the organic listings. Only 30% click on pay-per-click. So that's the reason why we focus on organic listings first. Once you're ranked on the first page, then we would recommend focusing on pay-per-click. And again, this is just another slide showing you in the red boxes where the organic searches are, and then on the two black boxes is where the ads are. So sometimes you'll notice not only the ads show up on the top when you type in a search term, but they'll also show up at the side as well, to the right of the page. So step 2, you want to build your website. So a typical real estate agent website will have their core pages, your home, about us, property search, contact us, things like that. You also want to have additional pages for each service that you provide. Very important. And I'm going to tell you exactly why we suggest this. And then you also want to have pages for each of the subcities that you serve. So a typical real estate agent website would have, your home, about us, listings, buyers, sellers, property search, a blog, and then contact. An SEO built out real estate agent website would have much more than just the core sites. So you still, of course, would have your home and your about us, houses for sales or listings. The reason why I put houses for sale is because that's a common search term. So rather than putting listings, we can optimize your site by putting houses for sale instead of listings. Buyers, sellers, property search, blog, contact, and testimonials. Definitely want to recommend that you have a testimonials section. Again, it just shows people what clients are saying about you. And then you want to have sub pages for the types of homes, so the different services you offer. So most real estate agents sell townhouses, condos, luxury homes, foreclosures, short sales, and a bunch of different types of homes. So we want to optimize that. So we want you to have, it's important to have different pages for the different types of homes that you sell. So let's say you're in Atlanta, for example. You can have a page just for Atlanta townhomes for sale, Atlanta condos for sale. If you're in Miami, Miami luxury homes, Miami foreclosures, Miami short sales, because these are what people are searching for in their local city. So you want to have pages that represent each one of the services that you provide. Then you want to have sub pages for each city. So if you're a real estate agent in the Atlanta area, chances are you're not only selling homes in the Atlanta area, but you're focused on Alpharetta, Decatur, Acworth, the sub-cities that are surrounding the major city. So it's important to create different pages for each of the sub-cities that you service as well. What this allows you to do, the reason why it's important to create different pages for the different services you provide, as well as the different pages for the different cities that you service, is because what it allows you to do is optimize each of these pages for the common keywords. So these are the most common real estate agent keywords that people are searching for in Google. And Google only allows you to have 1 to 2 keywords per page. After that, you can start using synonyms, but you can't use more than 1 to 2 or else they consider it to be keyword stuffing. So you can see we've got realtor, real estate agent, houses for sale, homes for sale, property for sale, homes, property, just to name a few. And then you could take a look here just to see the other more common ones. By building out different pages for all of the services that you have, as well as building out pages for the different cities that you serve, we can use a bunch of different keywords on the different pages to help optimize your website more. If you only have 5 web pages on your website, it makes it a little bit difficult to really optimize that site when there are 20, 30 keywords that you could be focused on just related to your business. So you can create different pages for different keywords, and you would change the title tag, the header tag, the meta descriptions, and optimize that page with the targeted keyword. Now, something else I need to mention is that for every page that you do create, the content has to be unique. You can't have the same content on every single page. It has to be unique content, and the content on that page has to represent whatever that page is about. So if you have Atlanta townhouses for sale, that page has to be related to Atlanta townhouses for sale. If you have Alpharetta townhouses for sale, you've got to be talking about townhouses in Alpharetta. That content has to be different from the content on Atlanta townhouses for sale. So each page has to be unique, or else Google will consider that duplicate content and can penalize your site for that. So very, very important to remember that as a takeaway. Every single content on each page of your website has to be different. So if you've got 100 pages on your website, all 100 pages have to have unique content. All right, so this is just an example of a local realtor here in Atlanta, and I just wanted to give you an example of core pages and how it navigates. So he's got property search, ready to sell your home, Greater Atlanta Homes. Athens is another city that Mark services, so he's got homes in that area, as well as then he's got his about us and contact. So right at the top, right off the bat, a visitor knows that if they want to do a property search, they can just click property search. If they're looking for a home in Athens, they could just click Greater Athens Homes. Or if they want to contact them, they could just click about us, or they can just call the phone number at the top right. All right, so just some elements of conversion that I want to share with you when it comes to your website. You want to ensure that the phone number is in the top right. Statistics have shown that when people go to a website, the first place they will look is to the top right. So you want to have your phone number right there, so it's easy for them to simply call if they want to make a quick call to ask a question. You also want to have a web form somewhere on your website that's easy to find. And this is where customers can make a request. If they have a question about a particular property, you definitely want to make it easy for them to just key in their information and send off that request. Links to your social media profiles. You want to have that on your website as well on the home page. Preferably, if you want, you can have that on all pages. It just makes it easy for your visitors to connect with you via a variety of different social media networks. Then you want to have a direct link to your online reviews and your testimonials. So, and that was when I was mentioning before in a few previous slides, that you can have a testimonial section where someone could just click to, and it gives them all of the testimonials that you have on your website. Your company name, your address, and phone number should be on your website as well. You also want to have a picture of yourself. I see pictures of real estate agents on most websites, so that's not really an issue. If you don't have a picture of yourself, you definitely want to incorporate that. It just makes you more personable and more authentic if there's real photos of you. And if you're a real estate broker, it doesn't hurt to have a picture of your team as well. And of course, you have to have pictures of the properties that you're selling on your website, because that's your business at the end of the day. So you've got to have some good, clear, high quality pictures of homes that you are selling on your website. You also want to have a clear explanation of why they should choose you. Out of the thousands of real estate agents, why you? What is unique about you that they should to make them want to choose you to represent them? That should be clear on your website. Any special offers and incentives, you can incorporate that into your website as well, just to help drive some action. And then, of course, you want to ensure that your website is mobile friendly for mobile visitors. So this is just an example of the phone number being at the top right. Very easy. As soon as you go to the website, very easy for you to pull your eyes right to the top right and make that phone call if you as a visitor is interested in calling a particular realtor for any questions that you may have. So Mark Spain's got a easy to fill in web form right on the home page to make it very easy. If customers want to ask a question, if they have a request, they can fill in that web form. And then social media profiles. So the social media profile is right there. Make it easy for somebody to connect with you on a social media level. So if they have any questions that way that they want to ask, some people are more comfortable asking questions on social media versus filling out a form. That's fine. The more social media sites that you have, the more customers you're able to reach, because not every customer is on all of the social media sites. Facebook and Twitter, most people are on. So those two you definitely want to have. And then contact info. You want to have your contact info on every one of your pages just to make it easy for customers to, if they want to call you on one of your pages, they don't have to go back to the home page to find your contact information. It's on every page. They can just click it. This just helps to make your website more user-friendly. And then a picture of yourself. Again, that just helps to make you more personable. It helps the authenticity of your website. People always like to find a way where they can connect. So having a picture of yourself just really, really brings out your brand a little bit more. And then why should they choose you? So in case you're not able to read this, Mark has here that in 2015, they sold nearly 300 million in real estate and helped over 1,280 families sell or purchase a home. So that is what sets him apart from other real estate agents. You want to find what sets you apart from other real estate agents and put that right on your website. And then an incentive on why they should choose you. Here, he's got your home sold guaranteed or we'll buy it. Great example of putting something right there so that a client can look and say, all right, I have nothing to lose. If I don't sell my home, they'll buy it. You can even put something like, if you on average sell homes within 2 weeks, you can put that you sell homes on average within 2 weeks. You can put that on your website. So whatever it is that sets you apart, that will pop out at a customer right when they go on your website and why they should choose you, you definitely want to have that, preferably on your home page, so they don't have to go looking for why they should choose you. And then making your site mobile friendly. So you can see how the website looked on a desktop and how it looks on a mobile site, on a mobile friendly device. So the phone number is right there. The core pages are right there as well. And then at that bottom, it says your home sold. Pretty much that same, what he had on the previous slide, guarantee for your home to sell. Your home sold guaranteed or we'll buy it is what he has here. So you want to make sure that your site is mobile friendly, just to make it easy for your mobile customers to search through your website. Very easy. So pages your site should have. You want to address the visitor's specific concerns when they come to your website and engage on that note. So make your website user-friendly, answer questions that your visitors would have when they come to your website to make it easy for them to find what they're looking for. You want to have a clear call to action on your website. If not after every block of text, at least on every page, because you want your clients to do something when they're on your website, whether it's fill in the contact form, whether it's sign up for your newsletter, whether it's to call you. You want to provide some type of clear call to action so that they know what to do when they come to your website. And then pull them in a little bit deeper by offering some type of incentive. Give them something to walk away with so that they can come back and say, you know what, this is the person that I want to choose to be my real estate agent. And then tell them why they should choose you. Testimonials also do a great job at that. Customers like to see what other people think about a person that they're getting ready to hire. So testimonials is a great way to showcase that. Then have a web form on each page, or at a minimum on the contact us page, so that it's easy for a client to submit their information if they have a request or if they have a question. So just some core elements for conversion. Having that phone number on the top right corner again makes your site very user friendly and easy for somebody to find your contact information if they're looking for you. A clear call to action, at least on every page. Having that web form definitely helps. Pull them in deeper with the offers. Tell them why they should choose you. Having your picture on your website, again, definitely suggest doing that if you're not doing that already. You can have testimonials via video. So if you want to get some video testimonials from your clients, that's another way to get them. Or you can just have them, type it out and you can have that on your website as well. But people love video testimonials. So if you can get some video testimonials, it would be great to post that on YouTube, post that on your website as well. And then, of course, make sure your site is mobile friendly. So step 3, optimizing your page for site search. So when it comes to title tags, and I'm going to show you exactly what a title tag looks like, you have to have a different title tag for every page on your website. What title tags do is it helps Google when Google is crawling your website every single month. It helps Google to know exactly what that page is if that title tag is optimized correctly. And then you want to focus on H1 tags, which is also called a header tag. That just restates what the title tag is and what that page is about. If you have pictures on your website, you want to optimize those pictures with keywords for that particular website. And then the URL should also contain the page keyword. So whatever that page is about, whatever the keyword is, the main keyword that you're focusing on, that should be in the URL. So here's an example of a website where I'm going to show you what an optimized title tag looks like. So this is Josh Altman's website. He's a celebrity real estate agent in California. I'm sure you've probably heard of him. So where the arrow is pointed, where it says optimized title tag, you may not be able to read it, but it says Josh and Matt Altman, Beverly Hills Luxury Real Estate Agents. So Beverly Hills Luxury Real Estate Agent, luxury real estate agent is the keyword, and then the city is Beverly Hills. So because they're focused in Beverly Hills and they're focused on selling luxury real estate, that's why it's important to have the city as well as the keyword right there in the title tag. Because right off the bat, this tells Google, okay, this page is about luxury real estate in Beverly Hills. Right off the bat, it tells Google exactly what it's about. So a typical real estate agent website would just have Josh Altman real estate agent, but because this is optimized, the Beverly Hills is added to that, which customizes it even more and helps him get searched locally for luxury real estate. So now we're going to talk about Google Maps and what you need to do to get listed on the first page of Google Maps for your particular keyword. So to get listed on Google Maps, the first thing you need to do is actually create a Google listing at Google Places. That's the very first thing you need to do. And this is where Google pretty much verifies that your business is located where you tell them it's located. And then from there, you want to submit your company information to a bunch of different directories with your name, address, and phone number of your business. And you can submit this to a variety of different websites. We recommend definitely submitting it to websites that have a lot of authority. So for real estate agents, websites like realtor.com, Zillow.com, Trulia, you want to make sure that you are submitting your websites to these directories. There's a bunch of other ones. There's Yahoo Local, there's Yelp, there's Yellow Pages. There's a bunch of different directories that you want to make sure that you're submitting your website to. There are numerous. And this is what we do as an SEO company, month over month, is submitting our clients' information to different directories. Because what that does is it tells Google that, okay, this particular company is listed on a variety of different websites. It helps Google to know that you are the company that you say you are. So it just builds that authority for you. And Google uses that as well as a few other signals to determine whether or not they are going to list you at the top of Google Maps. Reviews is also another very, very important factor when it comes to getting listed on the first page. You must get reviews. So when you Google a particular term, the companies that you see on the first page of Google Maps, it's for one, of course, they've got their Google Places. They are submitting their company information, their name, address, and phone number of their company to a bunch of different directories, and that's creating the citations. And then they're getting online reviews consistently. The more online reviews you have, the more directories you're submitting your website to, the higher chance you have of getting on the first page of Google, on the first page of Google Maps. Because again, you cannot buy ads on Google Maps. So you have to get there organically. And those are the ways to get there. Get your Google Place listing, submit your website to numerous directories, and get online reviews on a consistent basis. So this is the link to set up your Google listing, google.com/places. This is what a listing actually looks like. So you can put a picture of your company there, your address, of course, you'll put there, your phone number. You could even put your hours of operation here as well. And then below there is where you'll typically see reviews of customers that have reviewed your business, your service. So citation is we're going to talk a little bit about citation. What it is it's a web reference of your name, address, and phone number on a variety of different sites, on a variety of different listing sites. It's very important to isolate the most accurate name, address, and phone number. So for example, let's say you've created your Google listings and your company is Smith's Realty and your address is 241 Elmer Street, Suite 3. And your phone number is, I don't know, 404-731-1234. If this is exactly what is on your Google listing, you want to make sure that that is exactly what is on every other site that you submit your company information to. So if your company is Smith's Realty LLC, but you've only put Smith's Realty on Google listings, you want to ensure that Smith's Realty is on every other listing that you put your site on. 241 Elmer Street, Suite 3, make sure that 241 Elmer Street, Suite 3 is on every website that you put your listing on. If you didn't put Suite 3 on your Google listing, don't put Suite 3 on any other listing that you submit your company to. Because what happened, and the same thing applies to your phone number. It has to be the exact same across the board. Because what happens is if it's not the same, when Google starts to do their crawling to determine which website they're going to place, not only on the first page, but in the first few positions, they want to make sure that the information on you and your company is consistent across the board. And there are many listings that are out there that will just update information based on another website. So it's important that you ensure that your correct information is the same across the board to get ranked on the first page of Google. Okay? And you need to be listed on all major online directory sites. And again, some of the common ones you would definitely want to be listed on is Realtor.com, Zillow, and Trulia. Those are common websites that people who are searching for a property are on daily to find a home. So you definitely want to be listed there with reviews as well. So this is just an example of some reviews on a Google listing. I've just circled reviews. This person has 22 Google reviews. They're a real estate consultant. So you can see Dorsey is is constantly asking her clients for reviews, which is very, very important. And this is what it looks like on a Google listing. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about capturing reviews. Because they're so important to ensure that you're always capturing reviews, we actually have uh, a a two-part strategy on how you can get some of those reviews. You want to ensure as a best practice that you're always asking your customers for reviews. For your existing customers where you've already helped them to buy a home or you've already sold their home, if you have a database of their email address, send them an initial email asking them to review their experience that they had with you. And you also want to provide a link to the websites that you want them to review you on. So if you are on if you've got your Google Place listings and you're also on Realtor.com and you're on Zillow, for example, you want to send them the link to where that they can actually just go in and write you a review. And if you send them the three links, the one to your Google listing, Zillow, and Realtor, they don't have to actually type in a different review for all three of those websites. Let them know all they have to do is type a review in for one of them and just copy and paste it and click the links to the other review sites where they can just copy and paste it right into the other review sites just to make it easier for them. So that's the first strategy. If you already have an existing client database, to send them an email and ask them for a review. The second part is for every new client that you get, for every house that you sell for a client, or for every client that you've helped purchase a home, you want to ensure that you're asking them if they would be willing to write you a review. And let them know right on the spot that you'll be sending them an email with a link and with a link to where you would like them to place a review and instructions on exactly how they can do it. The easier you make it for them, the better chance you have of them actually providing you with a review. So it's really important to ensure that you make this a best practice when it comes to getting reviews because it's extremely important for conversion purposes as well as getting on that first page of Google Maps. So step 5, link building and building that authority. So once your web pages are built and optimized, again, which is a vital aspect in getting ranked, um, quality links is definitely right up there. And you want those quality links coming into your web page. More than 70% of the battle is actually getting good quality links. Whoever has the most quality links are the ones that are typically on the first page of Google. So you definitely want to focus on getting some quality links. And these are just some websites that you can get links to, that you can get links from, I should say. So having your profile on Realtor.com, having your profile on Trulia, having your profile on Zillow are great sites that you want to be on with your information, with a link to your website, so that customers, if they see you there and want to get some more information, can actually click on your website from one of those sites to find you. That creates what's called an inbound link. And these are authoritative websites and they're also related to your business as a real estate agent or broker. And Google looks highly on that sort of thing because the links are coming from highly reputable websites that are related to your particular business. And there's a bunch of other ones as well. When it comes to social media, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, great sites for link building and building that authority as it relates to links. So you'll have your website linked on all of your social media sites, and that allows customers to link back to your website from these social media sites. Then you want to consistently create fresh content. At the end of the day, you're the subject matter expert when it comes to real estate. So don't be afraid to share your valuable information with your customers. You can share that through blog posts, updating your blog. We recommend updating your blog at least once a week. You can provide articles to your clients via a newsletter. You can create videos for your clients on tips, providing tours of the different homes that you're selling. Um, There's a bunch of different things that you can do. And with the videos, as I mentioned earlier, that could be on, you can put that on Facebook, you can put that on your website. You can also create a YouTube channel where you have videos as well. But it's extremely important to ensure that you are consistently creating fresh content, because it's important for your website to be constantly updated on a continuous basis. And one of the easiest ways to do that is by having a blog and updating your blog at least once a week. So step six, get active on social media. So if you've got social media websites and you haven't been really paying attention to it much lately, definitely you want to be active on social media. If customers are asking questions, or if people who are liking your page, but these could be potential customers that are going to be that are asking you questions, you want to make sure you're answering those questions. And answering those questions publicly is great, because you could be answering a question that someone else may have had but just may have been too afraid to ask. So never be afraid to answer some questions publicly. Of course, if they're getting too detailed, you may not be able to answer all of their questions, but definitely respond by asking them to message you directly, um, or providing your contact information for them to call you directly. But as much as you can, you want to engage in social media. Because at the end of the day, the more you engage, the more repeat business and the more referrals you'll get. That's what's very common with social media, is repeat business and referrals. So where to start? If you don't have a social media presence at all, we definitely suggest starting with a Facebook business page. If you have a personal Facebook page, create another page just for your real estate business. Don't mix the personal with the business. You just want to have a separate social media sites that are just focused on your business. So set up a business Twitter page, LinkedIn, YouTube, Google Plus, and then of course you'll have your blog on your website. And your blog could be linked to your social media sites. So your social media sites automatically can get updated once you update your blog. So step six, continuing, you want to leverage email to get that initial engagement. Um, as I mentioned before, you can do that um, through a contact or a newsletter that you offer. So you can have them opt in to a newsletter where you're providing, the top 10 tips for something valuable, some top 10 tips for something that your customers would find valuable. But creating an email list, if you don't have one, is definitely a great idea to remain engaged with your customers and send them targeted information. Consistently update your social media websites. You want to update them more with things that are informative versus salesy. People don't really want to be sold to all the time, especially on social media. So you want to focus more on providing them with informative information. If they're interested, they'll reach out to you. So focus more on providing the value and providing them with informational posts versus sales posts. And again, engage, engage, and engage. Really important. Speak to your audience. Ask them questions. Respond when they answer those questions. If they just have a question that has nothing to do with anything you asked, respond to that in some way. And then you want to track, measure, and quantify. At the end of the day, it's all about your return on your investment. So you want to pay attention to things like your Google Analytics. You want to install Google Analytics and Google Webmaster on your site and review that on a monthly basis to see exactly where is your traffic coming from. What pages are people, visiting the most on your website? You want to really, really study that and get a clear grasp on what's working and what's not working. There are also call tracking tools that you can use to determine how many people are actually calling you, how many people are filling out your request form as a result of your SEO efforts. So definitely something you want to invest in as well. And then there are CRM tools that you can use to track those lead sources. So at the end of the day, you want to really, really focus on your return on investment to make sure that the efforts that you're putting in is actually bringing you more customers. It's bringing you more leads. Because if it's not, then some things are going to have to be tweaked to ensure that you're getting more customers at the end of the day. So just to recap, what we've covered, understanding the search engines, just ensuring that you're aware of the difference between pay-per-click, organic, and Google Maps, which we went through in detail. Build your website so that it's user-friendly, so that it's optimized with the keywords that you're targeting, because that just makes it easier when people are typing in a specific keyword to find you. And it also makes it easier for when Google is crawling your website to know what your website and what you are all about. Optimize those site and pages for search. You want to optimize your Google Maps listings and get online reviews. Really, really important. After every transaction, you want to ensure that you're asking your customers for reviews and you're sending them links to where they can actually review your website or review your service. Build those inbound links and authority by submitting your company information to different directories. Again, get active on social media and then track exactly what you're doing to ensure that it is bringing you that return on investment. So where do you go from here? You can decide that you don't want to do anything. You want to just leave things the way they are. If you do that, you cannot, of course, expect different results. Or you can decide to do this all on your own. We've provided you with a lot of information here. So you may decide, you know what, I can tackle this. I want to do this on my own. If you decide that, we also have a step-by-step guide that we put together on exactly what to do to get ranked on the first page of Google, and it is tailored to real estate agents and real estate brokers. So if you want to do that, right on our homepage, realestateagentseo.com, all you have to do is key in your information and we will send you that guide free of charge. We do not charge for that at all. It is completely free right on our homepage. So you can do that and you can walk through do a walkthrough of exactly what you need to do and just follow that guide. Or you can hire an expert. So, and that's where we come in. We provide these services for you. We also do a free strategy session. So we can provide you with a free strategy session on exactly what you need to do specifically to get ranked on the first page of Google and exactly what we will do step by step to get you ranked. So we will take the time to do that with you. And again, the strategy session is free of charge. And that just allows us to come up with an exact strategy on what we will do to get your site on the first page of Google. And if you're interested in that, you can call us at 1-800-266-1047 and we would be happy to assist you. If you do decide to hire us, what we do is we only take one real estate agent in each city. So we don't overlap cities. We want to ensure that we are only working with one real estate agent per city. And another real estate agent that we're working with will not be competing for the same cities that you are serving. We always want to make sure that, obviously two of our clients are not competing with one another. So it's one real estate agent in each city. So definitely give us a call sooner than later to ensure that your competitor doesn't beat you to it. Because once we take on an agent in a city, we cannot take on another agent in that same city. Thank you for your time. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at 1-800-266-1047. There's a bunch of information on our website that you can browse through. And we thank you so much for taking the time to watch our video.